Hello, fellow Fumblers, and welcome to another episode of the Film Fumblers Show, a show where four friends fumble through your favorite films. Today, we are reviewing Planet of the Apes, the original from 1968, directed by Franklin J. Schaffner. Without further ado, my name's Adrian.
I'm Jay.
I'm Taryn.
What's up? It's James.
Yeah, continuing Ape-ril. Ape-ril. With one of
Most
the
apes.
main ape classic. I don't know if is there a bigger monkey classic? I don't even think so.
The original
Yeah, I
King
don't
Kong,
think
maybe?
so.
Kong, maybe?
Oh,
But
yeah.
It's only
Just
one
regular
monkey
King Kong.
compared to all these monkeys. Apes, sorry.
They're not monkeys.
Sorry.
Yeah, we knew that.
Yeah.
We knew
All right,
that.
let's
you can
cheers
leave the hate
to-
mail for later.
Let's cheers to apes.
Cheers,
Cheers,
apes.
Cheers to April. Cheers, guys.
Nice shirt,
Cheers.
James.
Thanks.
It's Donkey Kong for audio listeners. Oh, God.
I'm gonna struggle.
Oh, man.
Team
So I
Kong,
wanna-
baby.
I want you guys to look at
Okay.
these tiny
That is
modelos I
Cute
bought.
as shit.
The
Modelito.
modelitos.
Delito. I love
Yeah,
that.
it's a modelito.
I love
Wow.
Dude, okay, so I was at the a grocery store the other day, rushing. I was talking earlier about we're making salsa. My girlfriend was very hungry, and I needed groceries, and she was like, "Oh, we're making tostadas, and we were out of beans." So I was like, "I'll just go run and pick some up. I only need a few more things." I just moved. It's a new Smith's. I don't know where anything is. I was there for like over an hour, and I was so stressed that I was just like, "I need something to drink." So I just grabbed a case of beer. I was like, $20 for 20 Modelos? Like, all right, how do they? Okay. And they're this fucking big. They're 7 ounces.
Dude,
Ah,
we did that with
so-
Heineken's a long time ago. It was-
Yeah,
they're
What do they
cute.
call those? Heinekenlitos?
I'm just gonna drink it with 2 fingers like Shaq.
Heinekitos?
Hey, there you go. You're a
Yeah.
giant.
Big
It's a
boy.
normal
Big boy.
Modelo, yeah.
What were you
Um,
taking a shot of? It was darker than dark.
Bourbon.
Oh.
Dude, I can shoot bourbon all day long. I could shoot whiskey way better than any other liquor, honestly.
You're a better man than I.
I don't know. Yeah, but all right. Planet of the Apes. Dude, this movie threw me for a whirl, man. I'm glad. First of all, I was a little bit sad that we weren't gonna do like the new ones, like the 2001 or whatever, because I
Yeah.
was like, man, I really want to watch those. But I feel like it was so necessary to do the OG 1968. Like
Yeah.
it just, I don't know, it's so fitting to see where that came from, and then I'll watch those later. But yeah, what are you guys' thoughts?
Was this your guys' first time? Everybody's first time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Has anyone seen any of the other Planet of the Apes?
Nope.
Yes.
I've
Okay.
seen,
Not
not
the
the
old
new
ones, the
ones.
Franco ones, yes.
Okay.
I've seen not the new ones, but the older ones,
The
Oh.
early 2000s?
like the
ones?
middle ones. Yeah.
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 Oh, okay.
But yeah, never this one. And
There's so
honestly,
many.
yeah, I didn't know this till after I looked it up after the movie, but like the world of Planet of the Apes, like the fandom, the like lore is vast. Like there's a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
of content around this shit. I
Yeah.
didn't think it was that like crazy or popular or whatever.
I didn't know they made that many
Um,
back in the day, dude. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
good few.
It's like 5 movies and like a TV show.
And they were like back
Oh,
to
the
back
show,
every
too?
year, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a show.
Damn.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So
Well-
it's based off of a novel, and then
Ah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
it is, yeah. And
A French novel,
Oh,
Mhm.
interesting.
Les Monkeys.
Is that really what's
Monkey Planet.
No, I don't know. It's whatever. The
Planet of
Mons,
Le
the-
Apes?
Yeah. Whatever.
but- Yeah, so my like preconceived notions, whatever, going into it were kind of in that realm of like, yeah, this seems, I don't know, this is like kind of like a, whatever cheesy sci-fi
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
But when this movie opens, the intro, I was like, holy shit, this is like actually sci-fi. Like this is
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
real sci-fi.
I didn't
Very
know,
much.
dude. I didn't know that when
Very
I was going
much
I
to
didn't know either. And
Ti-
when it hit, I was like, oh, okay. It
Yeah.
totally changed my mood about watching it.
Yeah. Taryn had a comment last week saying like the monkey masks are jarring and kind of bad. But like the more I watched it, the more I was like, this is fucking dope. Like all it was like
Dude,
the
yeah.
monkey snout and you got
Yeah.
all the expression of the eyes and
Yeah.
like the forehead. And I was
Right.
like, it works so
was
well. Like I was
actually,
like,
like,
it's
really
not
well done.
bad.
In
Yeah.
pictures,
Yeah.
I'm like, this is stupid. In motion, like,
Yeah,
the eyes
yeah.
specifically are like, holy shit. And sometimes the mouth
Yeah.
moves really well too.
Yeah, yeah, it
The
moved
mouth
a
Sometimes.
pretty
little bit.
often moved well. I think.
But then
yeah, there was
sometimes you
times
could
where it was weird.
you could see the human actor's mouth, and I was like, ah, shit.
Well, they made weird choices with like, okay, let's zoom in on two of them kissing, and then
Oh,
it's just like plastic hitting each
Yeah.
other.
that was
But otherwise, like, no,
Yeah.
Yeah.
as you get further through the movie, you just don't even think about it. It's like
Yeah.
normal, right?
right.
Could
Which is
you
cool.
imagine being in the time like you're like, hey, I want to make this movie. Like what kind of balls do you have to have? Big old fucking gorilla balls to like put this in front of a group of people and be like, yo, give me like a little bit of money and let's make this shit happen. Like this movie's like that kind of weird to me in a
Dude,
way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
was wondering, I was like, why are there so many of these? What is the fascination? Do you guys have any ideas? I was like, are people just like afraid of
I don't know.
if we weren't the alpha
It just.
species or something?
But I think it's more. I mean, I guess we can get real heavy right away. It's more of a commentary on like how humans are like today and like how they were in the late 60s and the 70s, and just we're just going through all out wars all the time. We're like destroying our planet, and it was like
Yeah.
more of a commentary on like
Yeah.
this is what could happen, right? And they
It-
even
it
Just
talk
was-
to
about like
ourselves.
humans
It was-
like
yeah.
leave deserts in the wake kind of thing, you know.
Yeah, it was able to like balance that sort of strangeness with like real commentary on
Yeah.
religion, social constructs, like all this kind
Yeah.
of stuff,
Yeah.
which was like really surprising to me. Like, and it wasn't like too overly jarring on either side. Like it just I thought it flowed perfectly. Like it was
Yeah. One
really
thing that
surprising.
because I agree, like there's a lot of it's like it talks about like race and religion too, which
Yeah.
was interesting because I felt that hard, the religion part. But in the like Wikipedia, I just like went to look, they list the themes and religion's not even mentioned, which was
Really?
interesting because I feel like maybe over time that's kind of a critique that you can kind of more easily view. But another interesting thing about this kind of vibe that apparently they do with the rest of the movies is that once they realized they could relate, the story to these like morality, whatever you want to call them, themes and shit like that, they would swap kind of who you were siding with. So like the humans or the monkeys, so that you
Yeah.
would side with both of them
Right.
Yeah.
over time, right? And
Mhm.
and it's just like really interesting. Like we talk about movies as empathy machines, but like the ultimate empathy machine would have you feel something for both sides. I don't know.
Yeah.
Kind of a
Yeah.
cool
Yeah.
concept.
And they do it so well in the very beginning. You have the main character who's like kind of this sly, laid back guy, and he's letting what happened be happen. His crewmates are kind of stuck on the past, like holy fuck,
Dude,
where are we? People are dead, and he's just like, it's all good. It's all good.
Insane to
And
me,
then you
dude.
slowly see the world unravel around him, and finally he starts to give a fuck. And he's trying to play it so cool through the whole movie, which is
Right.
I think like the whole reason why this garnered so much interest was because of that twist ending or whatever,
Oh God.
just
Yeah.
because it was just so shocking in a way, and it was like a cool different thing. I feel like they took tons of risks. I don't know, I haven't seen tons of sci-fi movies from this era or before, but like think about it. Like I heard that the Planet of the Apes director was one of the first people to start branding action figures and apparel.
Oh wow.
So this was before Star Wars. So George Lucas stole that idea of got to get that branding out there, got to get things
Oh,
to sell,
nice.
got to
How you
get
make your money,
got to
yeah.
get the toys, got to get this, got to get that. And this was one of the very first ones, besides like the GI Joes and stuff of that nature, like back in those days.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
Art creates art, man.
yeah,
No, it's which is like also interesting because they kind of like tie into that in the movie, or at least explore it, where they're like threatening to do whatever with the man, right? What's his name? The main guy,
Taylor.
Taylor. Yeah,
Taylor.
Yeah.
and they're like, oh well, these money greedy people would just put him in a circus or whatever, right? Like
Yeah.
they kind of touch on those things too.
Yeah.
But it's funny that then they went and tried to like sell the fuck out of everything in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
But like that's like another thing is that like that's that direct ancestry kind of thing. We're not so far away from the things that those animals or creatures that we could be related to, you know? It's kind of
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they did they did such a good job with just storytelling, and I want to talk about like the twist ending. I know we're jumping forward obviously like to the very very fucking end, but throughout the film I didn't know the fucking twist ending, and it feels
Really?
so crazy. A
yeah.
movie that came from the late 60s. And it's such an iconic movie. I actually
Yeah.
didn't realize that they weren't on Earth.
That's
yeah.
cool.
And so
That's so much better,
I had known
probably.
because
Oh, yeah.
of I had known because of the James Franco's movies, but I still didn't know at the end because I was like wait, I was like
Yeah.
Planet of the Apes is Earth, right? And then
They
like I
do-
just like I just like forgot about that, and then when the reveal happened, I was like, yeah, it was on Earth. Like I knew it in the back of my mind, but when it happened at the end, it was still
Yeah.
like sort of
And
surprising.
I
Like,
think
was
that's
like,
just
oh
like
shit, okay.
that's just flat out good storytelling, because they kind of they introduce right in the beginning like, oh, we're not on Earth. We're very much not on Earth. We're in some star that's in Orion's belt that's fucking like way out 3,000 or 700 years in the future, whatever it is. Like, and so they kind of lead you to believe that, and you just take their word for it, and then you follow the rest of the story kind of not knowing that. And especially as somebody who like didn't know the spoiler, I was completely convinced, and that
Oh,
reveal at the end was like, I was just like,
Damn.
what the fuck?
There-
Like,
Yeah,
oh shit, I'm
Yeah.
so surprised I didn't
I
know
had
that.
such.
I mean,
yeah.
there's a little bit of like it's not where we are, but when we
When
are.
we are, yeah,
Like,
there
that,
are hints.
Yeah.
that
They
kind
drop
of.
those those
Yeah.
hints, but
But also, you just expect to travel millions of light years away, and then everyone just speaks English.
I know.
Yeah,
I mean,
that
like,
shit's
I don't know,
so-
Yeah.
God,
nitpicky, like,
hate
I don't
it.
know,
I
like-
hated that, dude.
like
Yeah,
it was like
I
I
did
was like,
not like
okay,
that.
dude, and then they have like glasses and this and that, and like when they go
Yeah.
into the
they have
cave
the
and
same
find all the
exact social
artifacts.
constructs as us.
Yeah,
Like they
and I'm like,
understand handshaking, and they like have
like,
Their little board and shit.
come on,
Dude,
yeah.
I get it, but when I watched this, I didn't remember if they are even in the fucking odds ones. I didn't remember that it was Earth. And so the whole time I was just like, yeah, okay, like for some reason you just accept it. Like the shots of the desert, like where they actually filmed the movie,
Mhm.
are like, just
Yeah.
like not very common scenery. So you're just like, yeah, okay, alien planet, cool. There's
But
fucking
those are
water.
those are
and they
real
can
spots,
breathe.
dude.
They're real spots, right? But
Yeah.
it's just like so rare that we see them in movies. And so like when they're going and doing this shit, I just was like, okay, sure. And then there's like humanoid people, and I was like, okay, yeah, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
And then the apes are like introduced, and I was just still like, yeah, okay, I'm buying this. Like it didn't really matter, you know?
Damn, I feel like I had
And I
like
think-
the worst experience out of all you guys. I was
Oh,
like, I
no.
thought the new ones, I thought all of them took place on Earth, and it was like the monkeys got smart and took over, which I think some of them are about that.
That's what I thought too.
That's
Going
that's
into
But then-
the that's the basis. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
for the-
premise,
yeah.
Okay.
But it's like,
And apparently
I've
things go
seen-
haywire.
yeah, I've seen so many. I don't know if they're like fan posters or like just like anything that has to do with Planet of the Apes is always the Statue of Liberty thing. So I just
Right.
knew, and like
I had seen that before.
so the
too,
reveal
and-
was like,
Yeah.
all right.
I saw the poster when we started the movie, and I was like, huh, what's that got to do with it? And then I forgot about it.
I just completely, same here. I completely forgot about it. Like I was just like, okay, we're just
The
along for the
spoiler
ride.
on the fucking
that's-
movie
Yeah,
poster,
yeah.
really, guys?
I
Well,
know.
that's not the original movie poster. I don't
yeah,
think.
it's all like
Yeah,
new
it's-
ones, like assuming you've
It's-
seen it
yeah,
and shit.
the original one has like a cage above the thing. Anyway,
But yeah,
yeah,
so-
but
sorry, real quick. It's just like the beginning actually threw me off because I didn't know it was that far in the future. I was like, holy fuck, that is very
Yeah.
fucking far in the future. And I was like, okay,
Yeah.
maybe I was wrong. And then once
Yeah,
it, like
correct
it
me
once
if I'm
more
wrong.
went on, I just figured it out. I don't know.
it was supposed to be 700 years, but they ended up going like 2000 or something like that
Almost, yeah.
because
like
their ship
1400
like
almost.
malfunctioned.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, is
something
that
like
what
that.
happened? Because they're in like 3,700. What year?
They're
are
like
they in? They're in-
28
It's something like
something, and they jumped to 30 something. Like it's a lot. It's like
Yeah.
1,000 at least, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But they
okay.
start like at least like almost 1,000 in front of where we are now, which is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Was it? I thought they were only a few years, like 1970 something.
No, when they
Well,
started,
they're
it was
in-
like
it was like
28 something.
37 something.
No, they start. They're from 1972.
No, dude.
That's
All
the
right,
ti-
keep talking. I'm looking.
I
it
will
up.
I
bet
think
you
it's
money.
1970s. Yeah.
It's like early
But they
1970s
jumped
because it's.
to like 3,000.
I think they jumped to.
700 or something.
You know what? I think they jumped to like 2,700. I don't know. But
Whatever.
we-
It's
we can
super
Anyways,
far.
far.
any fact checkers
far,
in the
but-
chat?
The movie
Yeah.
actually
Yeah,
takes place in 3955, but I'm looking for the other half of this.
39.55.
I'm just confused now.
Yeah, well, and that's okay.
Time
getting
travel, that
into
should
that,
get.
Yeah, they kind of when they're all like sitting around the beach talking,
Mm-hmm.
and he's just like, "Oh well, it's been however many years, whatever." And the guy's like, "So we only have enough food for like 3 days?" And he's like, "Well, 3 days your time." Like they just keep
Okay.
like throwing that around, and it gets weird.
According to Wikipedia, it says their departure in 1972, but I swear to fucking God, the monitor said 20 something, but whatever.
So it's 1972. No, I have
Yeah.
a picture of the monitor right now.
I think they were supposed to be 20 something.
Oh, that's where they were. That's
That's
where they were gonna go.
and
So
they
it
and they
says-
fucked up.
It says
I
ship
see.
time.
I see.
I have the screenshot. It says ship time July 14th, 1972. Earth time March 23rd, 2673.
That's what I must have seen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it is roughly 700 years or whatever. But God, like and that's just such good sci-fi where like I feel like I probably knew the spoilers. It's everywhere in pop culture. Like you blew it up, you damn bastards. Like I've heard
Yeah.
that in other things, and
Yeah.
that associated with the Statue of Liberty, but then seeing it for real, you're like, that makes it's I don't know. Watching these-
man.
and I
Dude,
was
do you know
thinking,
where you've heard it from?
What?
Family Guy was
Yeah.
one of them. Yeah.
Check it out. This is a callback to another fucking episode. It is in the same album of Jedi Mind Tricks that they sampled Pi. In the same fucking album. The song is called
Oh.
Intro, and it starts with that speech where he's reading off the scroll.
Did they
It's
time
sick.
travel and listen to our show and we're big
No
fans,
way.
and then they went back and made those albums, or what?
I think this means Jedi Mind Tricks is in the Fumblerverse.
I'm down for
First-
that. I'm down for
First
that.
artist in the Fumblerverse.
Yeah.
All right. Musical artist.
Damn,
Man,
dude, you
that's-
guys. I don't know. I wasn't expecting this much positivity from you guys, honestly.
Wow, you didn't like it, Terry?
I'm surprised
No.
that you. Yeah, that's actually the weird thing.
Because you're
Yeah.
all about this old sci-fi shit. Because
Dude,
like,
because
I-
okay, go ahead.
no, I mean, I was just gonna say, I personally, I'm not gonna speak for Jay or James, but I enjoy sci-fi, but I'm more of a casual, like, yeah, Star Wars is cool, like Blade Runner's cool, but it's not like my fucking thing. And like yours
Yeah.
is definitely Taryn, yours is definitely sci-fi, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, granted, not all of it has to land, and that's okay. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
'Cause I just kept thinking of 2001, which is before this, isn't it? And that movie is insanely timeless. Like, it is a fucking masterpiece, and it's just like not cheesy, like none of that shit. It's fucking crazy, dude. I
Yeah.
don't know. It's just
The
think it's a year
2001.
later.
Space Odyssey.
Oh, it's based on. Oh, okay.
It's a year later.
Oh, really?
69.
It's a year
Yeah,
later.
this is-
Oh.
but
Well,
I don't know. I don't know.
I saw Planet of the Apes was 67 and 68 in the same place.
Yeah.
2001
maybe.
is 68 as well. But
Dude, this movie came
it's
out before
later
we
on.
even landed on the moon.
Dude,
When
Does
did we
that
land
blow
on the
your
moon?
mind?
60.
69.
69.
like saying that kind of shit, watching 2001, it blows my mind so much more. Because, I don't know. It's
Dude, that's
it's
why
just crazy
they
comparing the
believe-
two. I can't
that's why
get
they
it out of my
believe
head.
that Kubrick
Yeah.
staged the moon landing.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah. Oh shit.
yeah.
We're getting into it, aren't we? But I feel
don't
like
know.
okay, this movie for me it felt like it was like in between two worlds where where like you have very over dramatic acting. It's almost theatrical.
Yeah.
Like even the very ending scene was like a
Yeah.
little much. And when he's in the
Yeah.
cage, it's a madhouse. Like when he says that, damn you, it's a madhouse. And like it's like very
I
cheesy.
couldn't stand that guy,
and
dude.
and
Oh,
over
Apes.
over the top, and he plays like the sly guy, but like they're doing it in this weird fucking world, this weird ass thing. So like it was like
Yeah.
it was almost like this movie felt like it was bridging two gaps for me. I don't know, in my mind, like just like thinking
Yeah.
just different styles, and it was both in one way, you know, for
It
me.
felt like a little bit of there's a little bit of like Shakespeare in there, you know, like very like
Mm.
play
Yeah,
as
theatrical.
things and lines, yeah. Especially like the fucking sacred texts or whatever when he's reading them at the end, like that's very much like a
yeah. That's
here
speech
is the
yeah.
thing, you
Yeah.
know.
Hmm.
Yeah, for me,
But-
it almost felt like it had like weird elements of like a Western type of like he's just this macho cowboy kind of like American, like I don't care about anyone, and I'm just because it's so funny that all of a sudden, like the apes that he's with at the end, they just completely respect him. Like he's giving orders to people, and I'm just thinking
Yeah.
I'm just thinking like if the roles were reversed and like an ape could speak English and he's just like telling a little kid to do something, this kid's like, okay,
Yeah.
you're just like the other adults. Like,
Yeah.
but he just has this like macho, like, you know.
But even
50s
he was
American-
like, don't trust old
Anyone over
people."
30, I was like,
anyone
all
over
right,
30.
all right.
He was
Yeah.
like weird in that way. Like I don't
Yeah.
know. Did you guys
Nah,
catch
dude.
the meme? Like we always use that laughing react when
Which
when
one?
they stuck the flag in the rocks, and he just like starts laughing. He's like,
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't
like
recognize
zooms
it.
out.
Oh
It's
shit!
like
It's like a GIF. Or...
It's a GIF. Yeah, it's
Oh,
a really
shit.
Oh, I didn't
really
recognize
popular
it.
GIF.
God.
Yeah.
I have to look that up now.
The acting was so ridiculous. Like,
Dude,
The-
yeah.
Yeah.
I was making fun of
I
that guy
think
the
that-
whole fucking time, dude. His voice is so funny. Goddamn.
yeah, it was over the
His
top.
teeth just like all the time. I'm just like, all right,
Here's a question, okay?
all right.
We talk about how George Lucas maybe aped off of this.
Oh,
For all the like merchandising shit.
Uh-huh.
Do you think he also took parts of this character for Han Solo?
dude, and I thought about Han
maybe.
Solo when, especially when they like reintroduce him. What's the God? When did the what's the movie where he's like reintroduced? It's one of the newer Star Wars movies where he comes in with
Force
Chewbacca.
Awakens, yeah.
Yeah, and he like
yeah.
jumps in with the gun and he's just like the boom, you know. It's like
Yeah.
it feels like that, you know. It feels that it feels dated, but it like not in a bad way, you know. So yeah, I
yeah.
could see that character for sure. In Han
It's
Solo.
it's parts of it. It's not he didn't go like
Yeah,
all the way
not over the
there,
top.
but it's I don't know. I couldn't stop
He's
thinking
just
about it, especially in the
cocky.
beginning. Yeah, in the beginning he's just like so I
Calm,
don't know,
cool,
he
and
was annoying as
collected.
fuck, dude. Honestly, he was kind of a douche.
Yeah, he was.
But
Yeah.
over time, you're just like, oh shit, like this guy's in
Yeah.
some real fucking shit.
Yeah.
Got shot in the throat, man.
Yeah, what the hell was that?
Stupid, dude. Oh, let's be real.
Can't talk now. Like,
And
Yeah,
that
that-
was a
yeah.
good plot device. Like
It
like
was.
but it was also
they could have
annoying.
got
Like
there
he could have.
better. They could have arrived at that better.
Yeah,
Little-
I think
a
getting
little
shot in the
bit,
throat
yeah.
is like, really, you're just okay.
You're just not gonna
and
die.
they show his neck, and there's just like a little bit of red
But
shit
but
on
like
it.
they weren't shooting like weren't they shooting like tranquilizers or something?
I don't
Oh,
think
is
People
that-
were
so.
dying, bro.
'Cause
I
it
don't know.
killed the other guy. It killed what is his name? Like Lando.
I
or
thought they
something?
just ripped his
Lando.
brain out.
There's
No,
Landon,
the other
Lando,
guy, the
wasn't
third
it?
guy, the third
Landon.
guy.
Landin.
but it's the other guy, I think.
The
Or was that
fucking
Landon, the guy?
taxidermied guy.
Yeah,
That
something
guy,
like
yeah.
straight fucking
The
guy.
Texan. Oh,
Shot.
Yeah, he got shot like in the back of the neck or something.
Yeah,
So
But,
if it's
yeah,
the
he's
front,
straight
then you're
down.
okay. But the back, you're done.
The front, yeah,
I
because
see.
that's hits your spine at that point. and
Right,
It
right.
gets complicated, and then we got to move the plot along.
Yeah, yeah.
So there was a lot of that. There was a lot of like, all right, well, we'll just accept
Yeah.
this, and
A,
And I
a
don't
little
know,
bit
it-
of
is it-
annoying things. It's like
is it
just
bad
fucking
because
do
like
something.
in my head, and that's the thing is like this movie feels like this movie is not that much older than Star Wars, but the acting and everything feels way more dated than Star Wars.
Yeah. And that's why I said it feels bridge. Like it feels
And
very
so
theatrical.
I'm thinking like maybe because of that is why I just cut it slack. I was cutting so much slack the whole time. I was like, yeah, the acting is hilarious, and it's like, yeah, none of
Yeah.
the fact that they speak English makes no sense, and they know our social cues, and but I was just like, whatever, let's just play along, and I wasn't bothered by it like I thought I might be.
Yeah,
But
I'm with you there, and I don't really know why that
Mhm.
happened, but it just did. I was
Because I
just
think
okay with
everything else
Because it feels
around it
old.
was impressive. Some of like just some of the weird zooms or like
Oh
it's just like
god.
so it's
Yeah.
just so quirky.
Yeah,
Some of the angles on the camera were just insane. Like
Yeah, the
just
one
like the
where like it
whole
falls back upside down.
yeah,
Just
Oh,
these
it
falls
weird
rolls
back
under
upside
visuals.
him
down.
or follows him up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one.
Like that shit is so cool. And then like just like the set design, the little like ape camp, like that shit
Yeah.
looks sick, dude. Like it
Like
was
bridges
like
going over shit that you walk across.
the
I like
bridges,
that,
like it was like some like rock and stuff like that. Like I
Yeah.
don't know, like I was just like impressed for the time, and I was like,
It,
this
it
is
was
it seems cool.
it was cool, and like so I think a lot of it had to do with budgetary restrictions where I saw that the director wanted things to look a lot more futuristic, to like really look high tech and advanced, but it just would have been way too expensive. Like it
Yeah.
would have been really hard to do that. So they were just like, let's make it kind of medieval because it feels medieval, but also they have guns, so that feels kind of weird. So there's just like these things that I feel like are kind of conflicting with each other. But I
Yeah,
mean,
they didn't even know like what flight was. Like they were all
yeah,
tripping out on the
The
paper
paper.
airplane.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, they have like semi-automatic rifles, and a plane is just like no, 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 no. Like,
yeah, yeah,
But I think that's what's cool about it. And Mad Max like kind of does this, but they don't do it as well, I would say. In like these post-apocalyptic worlds where like I've thought about this, especially after watching Mad Max, but even more so here, where you make these contraptions, like the vibe, the aesthetic of post-apocalyptic shit is just shit made by people who like that wasn't their thing, but they're just trying to hobble something together to make it work, you know?
Yeah.
Like elevators made out of chains or whatever the fuck. And so with this, like I felt like it did a good job of like, hey, there's all these different kinds of technology randomly, like screwdrivers and machine guns and shit. But like time is so disoriented, and you know, the events that led us up to this point are so crazy that like it just kind of worked. Like we'll have a little bit of everything, you know? And it's not anything is super ancient. Like everything is decently modern. It's really just like the architecture that feels old,
Right.
but even that is structured in like a futuristic way. So I thought it was kind of cool, and
Yeah.
and it's totally a restriction, but like a good one. Like it worked.
I wonder if any of the technology was the priests or no, the people in charge finding old artifacts and using them,
oh,
but not being able to go like outside of that. You know what I mean? Like, oh, we found guns,
interesting.
reverse engineer that, but like they didn't find planes and shit. Maybe I don't know. Just thought of that right
Yeah,
now.
I could
That
see
that makes
that.
sense.
yeah.
Exactly. So
Interesting.
you have like mixed era technologies,
Yeah.
just from what you've uncovered.
Yeah. So like
And
I guess the second Planet of the Apes movie, Beneath the
Oh
Planet
my
of the
god,
Apes.
dude.
Spoiler alert. There's a human civilization under the earth.
Wait, is that the one?
Wow.
Is that the 1971?
Yeah, it's the sequel to
Yeah,
this one.
yeah. So like I don't know. I think maybe the apes are afraid of contacting the evil human civilization because they know of their destruction.
Right.
So they kind of you know, they
Keep to themselves.
stick to what they know, and you can't go to the Badlands, or what is it in Lion King?
Forbidden
Forbidden
Zone. Oh,
Zone.
Lion King.
No,
You see that
hyena
yeah.
world.
The hyena
Whatever.
world, yeah.
That's the
The
South Valley,
wastelands.
or whatever the meme is.
The South Valley
South
Albuquerque
Valley.
shit.
God.
Yeah.
But yeah, so another thing, and this is weird. Like I kind of noticed along the lines of the Han Solo conversation. Like I kind of noticed potential other things that other films have taken from this. And for me, when he, like breaks out of the cage and starts running through the town, like shit you not, dude. It's almost shot for shot the Grinch when he's running through the town and like scaring
What?
people and shit. Yeah.
Just
Oh,
on the
Even
side.
like even the architecture of the
Oh
of
my
Whoville,
god.
Yeah,
And
it
this.
is like
Wow.
it's like
Yeah.
almost the same. And he's running around like in that like cloak thing, like freaking people out. I was like, holy fuck, it has to
The
be
cloak.
from it, right?
That's
Like
crazy.
it has to be.
That's a deep cut.
I won't
there.
deny it. That is really fucking funny.
That is a deep
Oh
cut.
my
Wow.
god. Better movie though. Grinch.
Better
Wow.
movie.
Hot takes.
know.
Hot takes.
Hasn't had the time to age like Planet of the Apes has.
Dude, it has the same
Oh my-
monkey face.
Dude, they remind me of the
It has the
Whovians,
same
bro.
snout, dude.
They remind me of the fucking Who's or Whovians, what are they?
Come on.
The Grinch is a fucking rip off, dude.
Darren.
God,
It's the same snout. And he's like,
that's
he's
We'll have
talking
to
out
get
of
us
his
that
mouth. He's like,
Oh my God.
ah.
But yeah, that's my contribution, I
eyes.
think.
That's your
That
hot
was my-
take.
I like
That was
it.
my biggest revelation in this movie.
That is so
This
good.
human smart.
Oh God, their mouths do move like that. I'm pissed.
Oh, shit.
So while I was watching this one, I don't know. I feel like I get this feeling every so often when we're watching a movie for the Film Fumblers, and it's just this feeling of like being really happy that I'm watching something that I know I wouldn't watch if we weren't doing an episode on it.
Sure.
And I had that here because I was just like, this movie feels like it's important to sci-fi. It's important to just film in general. And I wouldn't have sat down and watched it unless we were doing this show. And like, I was just like, this is cool. Like, I'm just taking this in, you know?
Hmm.
I totally agree, and I think that we need to make like another category of award that goes to movies like that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, and I feel like we've had a few of them already.
Best
but...
movie you never would have watched or something.
Exactly. Yeah, like just straight up like most influential
Running Scared.
whatever works that you would have never seen otherwise. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in the National Film Registry.
This
Yeah.
movie?
For,
Yeah, I
for
mean, I-
being culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant.
I totally get why it's important. It's like when I watched the movie Rashomon, which is what's his fucking name? Akira Kurosawa, the Japanese famous filmmaker.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like that movie itself is pretty fucking bland. It's kind of boring, but it's like that's the first movie that ever did like multiple people telling their side of the story of the same event, and it's like all not matching up and it's all weird, you know, like you don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
So it's like that's
Yeah.
the first time that happened. So I get it. That's really cool that someone like
Mhm.
created that, and I feel like that's similar to this movie where it's like I get what they were going for. I like that they pioneered certain maybe sci-fi things or something, but I just didn't
Yeah.
enjoy watching it at all.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Did
Maybe
you-
you're just in a
Were you
bad
guys
mood.
engaged in like? Did this movie engage you guys? I was so fucking bored, man.
Some parts
Some parts
are
drag
boring
so
just because they beat around the bush with him not being able to talk. And then
Yeah.
when he escapes, you don't really have an idea of where he's going. And then you're like he gets some places and he's supposed to be like super far away, and then all of a sudden like the police monkey comes and shit like that. Apes, sorry.
Apes.
And you're just like, where's, I don't know. It is a little bit sloppy at times.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
some scenes
level.
they
Go
hold
ahead.
so long, dude. There was one. What was it?
Oh Jesus! The cat's jumping on the keyboard.
After the court scene, where it's the two engaged apes. I forget
Yeah,
their
the-
names.
Yeah.
That shit
Oh,
hangs on them
Cornelius.
for like
Cornelius
30
and-
seconds, bro. I'm like, okay, move on. I get it. They're worried. Like, I understand this. Like, there's too many of
It
those.
moved slow, And yeah, like I think James is right with the it drags through like you don't really know where he's going when he leaves, and then there's like a whole trial that happens, and then that
Yeah.
becomes like a whole thing, and none of that shit really even matters. But
It's just to
like,
show like how
go ahead.
similar they are, right? Like
Exactly,
I
yeah.
get that, but it's
Yeah.
not
I
fun
guess,
to
yeah.
watch at all.
Yeah, I think that's maybe the
I could see
dated
that.
part of this movie. Like they could do
Yeah.
different ways of relating it to
Comparing,
like a
yeah.
modern audience. But yeah, for some reason, and I would say that like I wasn't like completely like on the edge of my seat the whole time or whatever, but
Yeah.
I was like still engaged enough to be like, like I'm still gonna see where this goes, you know? I wasn't like at any point in the movie watching, I wasn't like, fuck, I can't wait for this to be over, you know?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
me neither.
I did
Me
because
neither.
I watched the first half and I was like, all right, let's watch Invincible because I actually want to watch that. So we stopped and then I watched the rest of it today.
Oh man. Yeah.
Yeah.
So should we put should we watch the Planet of the Apes remake by Tim Burton? The 2001 remake?
So
Which
I've
I
heard-
hear is a closer rendition to the book.
oh. So
Yeah.
I've heard
Oh,
like
there's,
the
like-
newer trilogy
there's,
is
like, some
actually
monkey
pretty
sex.
good. Oh god.
Yeah.
Monkeys.
The newer I mean
Yeah.
the ones with James Franco they're really good, but they're Marvel-esque. They're big
they're a
blockbuster
fun time.
movies. They're yeah, it's overdone shit.
Yeah.
It's not anything profound. It's not doing anything
Well, yeah.
different.
I don't know.
It's just like blockbuster bullshit. Like it's fine. It's fun. It's probably better than this movie, but it's like I don't know. It's
you just
I don't know.
got
It's not
Is that the?
it's
that's
not
the new
it's
trilogy you're
not
talking
that
about,
much
or-
more
Yeah, yeah.
interesting. Like I don't know.
right.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess.
Yeah, man.
Something positive. The music was really fucking good. Jerry Goldsmith
Yes.
apparently is a legend. I've never really known what he does. It's like John Williams and him kind of came up at the same time, and John Williams obviously took off a lot more.
Yeah.
But it reminded me of Breath of the Wild, dude. The piano, the erratic piano keys where it's just silent, dude. That shit
Oh,
was
yeah.
so
Oh,
good.
yeah.
I liked that a lot.
Yeah.
I thought that the
Wasn't enough.
intro where it goes from the intro ship to the like title card and the cast part, that was almost it started very like John Carpenter, very like sci-fi,
Dude, the first
synthy,
yeah, so good.
heavy,
Yeah.
and I was
Mhm.
like, damn, okay, yeah, that,
Dude.
and I was, coming off the like high of the ship scene with the like time warp and shit. I was like, damn,
Yeah.
this is really sci-fi. Like,
Yeah,
this is
dude.
really
That's
something.
why I was so thrown
Yeah.
in. The first like quarter of the movie is that basically. Like it's literally like almost
Yeah.
like 30 minutes of before you even see the other humans, the apes, anything. And that shit was so good. I was like, holy fuck. I guess I just wasn't expecting it, but I was really
Yeah.
into it. And then
That
Yeah.
that first quarter feels a lot like The Thing, like when they're discovering this like new place or whatever.
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
looking for
Yeah.
stuff.
Run a soil sample. Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
it's
that was
real. And I think like that's one of the things that so going into it opening scene you're like, oh shit, like this is real fucking sci-fi. Like this we're going into this crazy realm of sci-fi. And then as they're going through the planet, and then it completely switches once we're introduced to the apes. And they were like way too human-like for me, I think initially. Like seeing them on the horses with guns, I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Like I wasn't even sure they were gonna be able to talk. And they're like on
Yeah.
horseback with guns. It just completely threw me off. And I think that was I remember even just watching the trailer, it's just like they're guys in monkey masks, like that-
yeah. They're like same
Mhm.
proportions and stuff, like arms and legs.
yeah,
it's
and like
kinda
they
weird.
didn't walk that. I mean, some of them tried to, right?
Yeah.
Like that's what was funny is like Cornelius and Dr. Zyra, they like walk completely normal, but like you have a couple of other cast members who are like doing this weird waddle. You're like,
But like that goes into like there's the hierarchy within the apes, right? Like the
Maybe, yeah.
orangutans,
Yeah.
the orangutans in every other movie are usually the wise and like the king of the monkeys of the orangutans. And then you have like the lower apes and stuff like that. Like the enforcer brute apes.
Yeah.
But like if you notice, like all the higher ups, they were all orangutans. So like it like kind of goes, still shows like that social structure.
And their makeup was a lot better too.
Yeah, God, I'm so stupid. I didn't even like take into account the different.
I didn't either. I
types.
just thought they were all the same.
Some of them were just orange.
They
or-
they looked they looked very orangutan.
That's
to
funny.
me.
They even comments on that kind of. It's like, oh, sorry, they all think like the apes think that all humans look alike or whatever, and it's like, oh wow, yeah, I probably would assume all apes look alike.
Exactly.
There's some funny like flip flops of like human ape
Human
stuff.
C, human D.
Yeah, that shit, stuff like that. It was
Yeah.
pretty funny. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus.
And those things like are cheesy. Like there's points in the movie where it becomes almost comedic and it's
No
just- and I don't
animals
know
in
if-
the lab or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
but I think it's like very much on purpose, you know, just to make you
Yeah.
think about that a little bit.
Yeah.
And they do it a lot, which is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the whole like archaeological like dig site that they go to, and then they start like discovering. I think that's where it started to pick up a little bit, and it was a little bit more interesting. Where
So that's like 20 minutes.
yeah, they started picking up like a lot more. I mean, again, like yeah, this movie dragged, but I feel like I'm just going back to the thing where I'm like, it's an old movie. They're slow.
Yeah,
Like one
yeah.
of my favorite movies, The Shining, is fucking slow as shit, you know, and it's just
Right,
how
right.
they work. And so yeah, the last like the climax of the movie when they're like going through the digs and they're like, look, like this layer was like less advanced than the layer that was like 400 years it's you know, like in
yeah.
I don't know, it was just started it was interesting to like pick up the piece and be like, oh shit, like there was a lot of technology, then they went to like medieval shit, and then I don't know, starting to
Dude.
put those pieces together was fun.
Yeah, connecting the dots on the doll, like why would they make a human doll that talks? I was like, oh shit, you're right. Like
Yeah.
that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mama. But like, okay, so like the problem is for me, it's like, why the fuck are the humans stupid as fuck if they still have the same human brains? Did they
That's what they were trying to figure
regress?
out,
Like-
right?
like
they
what
have
is
the
it
same vocal cords. Why can't they talk? They were kind of
But they could
ingenuine
be
that.
able to
Yeah.
corrupt and stuff and do, you know,
Yeah.
that kind of didn't make sense.
It just it does
So-
kind
Yeah.
of
Something in
In
the
modern times, I felt like it was closer to idiocracy than anything else, of just being like,
Mm.
here, they exist, and look, they don't do shit. And like, I don't know, especially with the commentary around like, yeah, blowing up the planet, like, you know, with war or whatever it might be. Like, it was just kind of like, you know, this is the trajectory that we're on. Like,
Right.
if we're stupid enough to do that, you know,
what's
this
the
is how
point of
we end up.
talking?
yeah,
Few words
which
words
is like
do
weird, you know. Like, I feel like especially in that time, like '68, it probably was like, it probably felt, I don't know, probably felt the same way that like D&D felt to like super like religious groups where
Oh my
it
god,
was,
yeah.
like, satanic, right?
Yeah.
Satanic.
The idea that like humanity could end up like bowing or whatever, being controlled by something else was probably like very weird and not really. It probably wasn't like a blockbuster in its day, you know. It was probably more like opening the door to something bigger, which I think it was, but it probably wasn't as popular as we think.
Yeah.
But I don't know how the books did, so maybe the books were popular. I don't know.
yeah.
Well, and it felt like a long episode of The Twilight Zone, you know, where that's exactly because there's a big
Yeah.
twist at the end, and that's always how those kind of things end. And I don't know, so it was a thing like that, like this
Yeah.
kind of stuff was.
It reminded me of like a bad Star Trek episode. Have you guys seen
Okay.
the original Star Trek? Like it's
I have friends who are
Yeah.
like really into it, but I've not.
the old Star Trek feels a lot like this. I don't know, but it's just more sci-fi, I guess. But like, it reminded me a lot of that kind of cheesy '60s shit.
Yeah.
Budget was 5.8 million. Box office was 33.4.
So yeah, that's
It's a lot.
a success.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Especially like 1968.
Time. Yeah.
Yeah, and they made like what 4 prequels or sequels? Like they had the They had it 1970, 1971, 1972, and
Dude,
1973.
did you guys read the?
Mhm.
I read the Wikipedia, like just the plot summaries of those movies. Batshit insane, dude. Crazy.
God, I don't even know. I honestly kind of just maybe want to watch them. But again, it's like, am I going to watch it unless we're doing an episode on it? Like,
Yeah, I
probably.
was like, I've never watched these. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
read why there's so many and what happens. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I think just
Yeah.
the original is okay. Because like you have those famous the one-liners, the "Get your dirty paws off me, you damn stinking apes!" Like,
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
so overacted, but like so good. And God, you blew it up.
Yeah.
Do you want the very quick TLDR of the next couple? I read
All right, spoilers ahead. Skip ahead if you
Yeah.
Spoilers from
had a
50
minute.
years.
'cause-
The second
Yeah.
one is about another spaceship that is looking for the first spaceship. Some fucking how 1,000 years later, they're looking for that spaceship and they crash land on the same planet.
Where
And-
they came from.
But it's Earth.
Exactly. It's stupid as fuck. Anyway, I
Oh.
didn't watch it. Maybe it's explained better in the movie, but
Okay.
basically, Taylor and that girl are killed. They set off. They find a nuke in that other underground human place or whatever that they all worship, which is kind of interesting, actually. They set it off.
Mm.
It blows up the whole Earth. The only people that make it off are the two, the engaged apes. Whatever, you know what I'm talking about.
Cornelius and
Yeah,
Dr.
yeah, yeah.
Zyra.
They get in the original spaceship from the first movie and are flying away as the Earth blows up, and it propels them in like time basically, and they go back to 1973. And
What?
then they're just on Earth in 1973, two monkeys, and they get put in a zoo, and it's all crazy shit. And then they eventually
Oh,
they
reverse
take
roles.
over. They teach the apes, and they kind of try to take over, and
Wow.
they die and shit. It's
Oh.
but the reason they put them in like current times in 1973 is because the budget was just too much. They're like, all right, fuck it, we'll just use shit that already exists, which
That's
is
kinda-
a
I don't know.
good reason.
Seems kind of. Seems
I
kind
might
of
watch
interesting. I know.
Go for it.
I'm
man.
like, I don't know. Seems alright.
That's like a lot of fun, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's cool. I fuck with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
All right,
fun
what
to
else?
read that.
What else do you guys have in your notes that we want to get off and talk about before?
Oh,
I've got one thing, two things, a few things.
All right.
First thing, Taylor had a surprisingly numerous amount of things around his neck throughout the fucking movie. Just a lot of different neck devices and getting
Yeah.
trapped and belts
Bandages.
and
Dog harness thing and the yeah.
it was just kind of weird. I was like, okay, that's fucking weird. And keep in mind that like 90% of his screen time he's shirtless. So like
Mhm.
that had to just be a weird experience as the actor to like do that, for
Well,
that
shit,
long.
they were all
Fully
butt ass
naked,
naked, hopping
Yeah.
in the pond. You know, a
They were
couple
just-
boys
okay.
being boys,
Dude,
couple
that
guys being
scene-
guys.
The scene where they're all where they all like jump naked and they're standing in a circle naked and they're like
Yeah.
they all look
I thought
down.
they were staring at
Yeah.
the guys.
They look down, they're like, what is
Yeah.
that? They look down and then two of them kneel down and I'm like, what the fuck?
It
am
looks
I-
like
Yeah.
it looks like the two guys are staring at the black guy's
That's-
fucking penis,
That's
man.
sick, yeah.
Yeah.
What is this? Like,
Yeah.
wow. It's like,
Yeah.
what?
Nice.
That framing was so bad.
Hey,
It
man,
was so weird.
we've
Yeah.
already talked about it. This film is influential, okay?
Sure.
On all that shit.
Dude, yeah, I watched it with Scotty, as I do most things. We both were just like, G, by the way. Every time something like that would happen, this movie's rated fucking G.
Yeah, that's true.
Makes
Yeah.
no
What was the
He gets shot in
crossover?
the fucking neck, dude.
And there's
Ready to
blood.
see.
He bleeds.
I'm like, maybe they just didn't have the ratings yet, and they're like, everything before is G, fuck it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That
Was there
funny,
meat? Did we see any wieners? I was trying.
Almost.
I was
almost.
trying to
We
gauge
were
some meat. I
frame
was
by
like-
frame. We couldn't really
was
see
like,
anything.
We've
Oh.
seen a lot of
Meat?
wieners in the Fumblerverse, haven't we? There's been some
Jake,
wieners.
what's that dude's
Definitely
name? From
Jake,
Forgetting Sarah. Yeah,
Jason Segel.
Seagull, yeah.
Yeah, Siegel from
Yeah.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, other things, more serious. The shots are very well composed throughout the movie. I think James kind of touched on this earlier. especially in the court scenes where they literally divide the room with the pillars so that you have like the defense and
Yeah.
whatever on the other side.
it.
That was really cool. And people would cross that boundary and they would kind of start to flip too, and that was really
Yeah.
Dude,
lots of like very film things, which I think just makes
Yeah.
this movie different.
There's so many good things like that, but just the zooms that just ruin it.
The zooms are
They're
weird as
so
shit.
bad.
Yeah.
They're so close.
They
I'm
feel
like,
out of
why?
place.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
okay, you know what else had like crazy
It's
zooms?
westerns.
Harakiri.
Yeah. Western movies have that shit.
Like
Yeah.
that's where I was getting that weird Western vibe where it was just,
I
Yeah.
can see that.
Zoom.
I think
Yeah.
it just didn't feel right.
Yeah,
for this
I don't know.
movie. I agree, but I still was just like, oh.
But yeah, besides that, it was like, oh
Here
shit,
it is.
it looks nice.
Um,
Besides that,
Yeah, that was really all I had. Some of the one-liners are really great.
Yeah.
And just when you hit that part of the movie that you've heard in another place, like the Jedi Mind Trick song, it just feels cool.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
that
for sure.
That's what got me super pumped on Pi. And to end this movie on that note, I was like, fuck yeah, okay, cool.
Dude, that was almost like the redeeming factor of watching Pi. It was just like, whoa, this isn't a fucking song that I know. That's so
Pie
sick.
was cool. I don't even
Pie
remember
was
what we rated it.
That's our Pi episode. I don't even know if I was.
Yeah.
It was sick.
Yeah. Final points, not final points, but things that I just want to mention. So, just using real life backdrops and stuff like that. If
Yeah.
any of our friends in LA are listening, you can go to where the Statue of Liberty was all covered up
Is
at
it still there?
Point Doom in Malibu. No, that's actually a painting.
That is good. Did not realize that.
The Statue of Liberty was a painting.
Dude, it's
that
so
they had.
small. I thought it was small because it was real. If it's a painting, make it
No.
life size, bro. What the fuck?
It wasn't
Yeah, I
small.
don't know.
It was
It
perspective.
looks
Use fire.
so small.
Yeah,
To
it's
me, I don't know.
perspective.
Okay,
Cool.
maybe.
It's like halfway under sand. I don't
No,
know.
yeah.
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 Yeah, it was just the.
Statue of Liberty is not that big.
I never
I
seen
think
it.
it's bigger because we see it on TV.
You're
I've
probably
But yeah,
only-
anyways,
You're probably right.
at the Point
From-
Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
in
it's like
Malibu.
Arizona too, right? There's a
That's
couple
cool.
places, right? Or
Yeah,
no?
Horseshoe Bend when they're
Canoeing.
paddling down the
was
boat.
a
That's
beautiful
Horseshoe
shot.
Bend in the Colorado River, Page, Arizona. So tons of different national parks. They actually thank them at the end of the movie.
Oh shit.
If you guys didn't see that in the credits, thanks for like letting us defile your sacred lands and stuff like that. So yeah, Utah, California, Arizona. That's where you get all the desert stuff and
Cool.
really cool shit.
It looked
And I think
beautiful.
that's dope.
Nice. That is really cool.
Dude,
Yeah.
yeah, the practicality of it was really good. Like you could kind of see them moving, but like the different like museum little like set pieces that they have. The taxidermied people are so fucked up, and you see the guy from beginning with his eyes all whited out. It's like, damn.
Explain that. They just stuffed it.
I guess,
like-
yeah.
Is that all that? Because I thought that was gonna come back and they were like gonna brainwash it. And there's gonna be this crazy thing. They left that kind of weird because they also did that. Like they lobotomized that other guy.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Where they I don't know, they go too far into that, but
Yeah.
The stuff thing is like, here's your fucking museums, humans, right? Like,
Mhm.
this is what you do to every other animal.
yeah, that's true.
I guess we don't really have that, but like in bigger cities, that's kind of how those, especially history museums, are. And then like the lobotomization, I kind of took as like, you find out later that the fucking whatever leader guy knows about like humanity and like
Yeah,
its
for sure.
origin. And they, instead of like letting whatever scientists discover things, they decide like lobotomize that one so he can't talk anymore. Just sweep it on the rug. And that was just like, I don't know, there's a whole other dimension I think that hits, that was just like, holy shit, this is
Yeah.
crazy. And it felt closer to what like we go through all the time. Like it made it more human. I don't know. It just made me think a lot about both sides, and I think that's where the religion part comes in too. Like they kind of use it as a way to like control people of like don't go to the forbidden zone, and here's all the sacred texts that tell you, you know, what to do and not do and shit, and it's like
Mhm.
benefits them. And yeah, it was crazy. It was kind of
Yeah, there's a lot of
What was the
interesting
name
stuff.
of the ape Jesus?
I
I
don't
remember his name.
Defenders of the faith. I don't know.
Something I just read about the painting. It's actually painted on a giant piece of glass.
Oh,
smart.
Which
Is
is
the
really
glass
fucking
there?
cool.
No, I don't know.
I
It's
guess, unless they
see-through.
put the painting and they put it on the camera lens, and they just
Oh,
move it.
Put the
Neat shit.
film in front of the other film. Probably.
Yeah. I don't know. I just like
That's
kind of
really cool.
skimmed it, but
that's all right. Are we ready to rate this bitch?
He shouldn't have shaved his beard. He looked fucking dumb without it. That's all I got.
Right on that one.
Goofy as fuck.
Now look less
wait!
intelligent, or whatever they
The
tell them.
worst part of the movie.
Okay, the kissing scene.
Yes.
Are you gonna talk about that?
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah.
We
Is it
can't.
okay
that's
if I
an
kiss you goodbye? It's like, wait, like on the cheek, right?
I thought he was gonna kiss on the cheek, and then he's just like, "Let me just mac real quick."
right in front of her
Because-
fiance, dude.
No,
like,
but
you're
that's
so ugly. Okay, like
he's kind of like accepting his fate. He's like, you know what? I'm on this planet. I'm gonna try to smack some fucking ape lips, like you know.
dude, he
And
has
honestly, I thought the whole
Nova,
movie.
Linda Harrison, the complete babe. That like
Yeah.
he's like, you know what? All right, I'm gonna save her.
I'll
too,
bring
okay?
her with me.
Fuck
Yeah.
it.
What the
Fuck
fuck?
it. That
Yeah.
she can't get mad at him, you know? She's stuck with him. She's like, you know what? I'm gonna seize the day and I'm gonna
But
mac with
that
these
felt like
ape lips.
that was one of the things that also dated it, where it just felt so sexist. Like, let's just have this like really attractive woman, and she just doesn't say anything. Like,
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
just
Doesn't look
on
like any of the
She's
other
just
human
gonna follow.
characters.
Yeah. She's just gonna follow him.
attractive. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
Yeah.
That
But I thought
scene
like this whole time,
Go ahead.
I thought like the whole movie was about a man falling in love with an ape. Like I was waiting for it like the whole time. Like
That'd have been
Dude,
better.
I thought that's what the big like plot point was in like most of the movie, but it was like not that.
Yeah,
So I'm glad he
Tarzan.
smacks some
That's
lips.
when we're gonna do Tarzan. So
That fucking
Well, that he
Yeah.
said that he's like me Tarzan, you Jane, to Nova.
did he say that?
no.
He said that.
Oh, does he?
He said that. Yes. Am I making that?
Doesn't he name her Jane too? Or is
No, he
that...
names her Nova,
Oh my bad.
up? Nova. Nova here.
which is an interesting. Yeah,
Yeah, that kissing
Alright.
scene deflated the ending. I was like, I don't care anymore.
yeah. The kissing scene was
sucks.
unnecessary.
Yeah, I'll agree. It was weird.
Unnecessary.
I
Alright.
also thought it was like a cheek kiss, but yeah.
Yeah,
They made such a big deal out of it. I was like, oh god, they're not gonna do a cheek.
Yeah.
uncomfortable to say the least. Okay, I think I'm ready to rate. I think I can
Do
go
it.
first.
Do it.
So
Dude, you dirty ape.
yeah, you dirty stinking ape. Man, I didn't really know what to expect going into this. I think I thought I knew what to expect. I thought I was just going to be a movie about like apes became really smart somehow and they were like going to take over and they were going to be like the new rulers of mankind. And I guess that's more of the recent Planet of the Apes. But watching this one and seeing the apes just like fucking riding horses and having guns right away, I was like, okay, this is completely different than what I thought. But once I kind of was just like, all right, let me just let this movie take me. It's a movie from the 60s. I'm not gonna be too hard on it. Man, the storytelling I think was really good. I think it was fun. It was interesting, and like specifically the ending, it's like for its time, it's got to be one of the best twist endings ever.
For
Like,
sure.
the-
For sure.
It has to be, because I've seen all of this bullshit and everything about this movie, and like I completely just forgot that the Statue of Liberty was back there, and that reveal, like just the way that scene is shot is masterful. Like it's a really fucking good how it just it's dead quiet. There's only the ocean and the mute girl on the horse, and he's just like, oh fuck. That realization translates well to the audience where I don't know, I was completely taken back. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say. There's some bad stuff about the movie. The acting wasn't great. There was just, but again, I'm just like, whatever. It was the '60s. Who cares?
Mhm.
So, yeah, I don't know what else I really got. I think it's definitely a classic, and I'm so happy that I watched it, and I'm so happy that we do this podcast so I could watch movies that I would never fucking care to watch. So, for all of that, this is a solid 8. Right in
Ape?
the 8.
Oh, 8. Sorry.
Ape. 8 for ape. Yeah. So 8 out of 10 for me.
Nice.
I'll
Who wants to go
I'll
next?
go next.
You
James,
won't.
take it away.
Yeah, it's kind of same things that Adrian was saying here. Just went in expecting one thing, kind of got another. Really, the big reveal was kind of in the back of my mind, but it was still very effective. I think, damn, I don't know. I can't remember the last movie that we watched that has a complete character arc like this one.
Oh,
Like complete from start to end. Like I don't
yeah.
even know if they needed to
For
do a
what,
sequel or
Taylor?
anything like that for Taylor. Yeah.
Hmm.
Like in the beginning of the movie, he's like reading off this stuff for people to listen to, and it's weird because you see that he's like hopeful. You see that he's hopeful for the future. He even says he's like, hopefully it's a better world, like wherever you guys are, whoever's listening to this.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to see like that's just like the foreshadowing is just like so strong. There is no better world. This is the world that he's going into. And then he crashes and he kind of has that chipper mindset. Well, we make the best of what we have. We everything we've known is gone. There's nothing for us to go back to. So we complete the mission, so to speak. And then once things slowly unravel for him, he's just kind of like devastated. He becomes it's almost like full circle, like not no, it's not full circle because like he starts off hopeful and then he's like very we just got to do this. Everything's dead. What is the word? I don't even know what the word is, but
Pessimistic?
pessimistic in a way. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's just devastated. Like he's super cocky. He's cocky in the beginning because remember he's like oh seeing these people here it looks like we're going to be running this place within a month, like he's very cocky
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
his things, and then he gets shit on. He gets brought down to these damn dirty apes, like he
Yeah.
and then like the whole dynamic between him and the supreme ape lord dude, whatever his name is, like nothing that dude said was wrong. Nothing that ape said was wrong. Like humans were shitty. They fucked everything up. And like his entire world crashes around him once he realizes he's on Earth, and he's like, fuck, like that guy was right. Even though he was trying to smart him with the doll and this and that. Like it was just like good seeing a man crumble. And
Yeah.
even though the ending was like super cheesy and I like it feels like very theatrical, like it was just like a good balance between doing something weird but also keeping it with the times. I think that it was just a good blend. I'm kind of rambling here, but badass set design. The monkey faces didn't bother me as much as I thought they would.
Point.
Music was crazy. That first spaceship scene is like super disorienting with like all
Oh
the
my
fucking
God,
camera
yeah.
movements and
So
shit.
good.
But like it was dope. It was really cool. And I don't know. I had fun with it, and I had fun thinking about just all the different little things that they kind of mention in it.
Yeah.
So 8.3 from me.
Wow.
Nice. 8.3, hovering in the apes today. So who wants to go next? Taryn
Eight.
or
Ape out of Ape.
Jada.
I say Taryn can go next because I think we should end on a positive note.
Oh, that's a good
Oh.
point. That's a good point. That's a good point.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see.
All right.
All right, well, I don't know. I guess I was kind of when we were going into it. I guess I went into it with a bad mindset, which probably did a lot of why I didn't like this movie. The world building, all the sci-fi shit threw me off guard. I was like, "Oh shit, this is actually different than what I thought it was gonna be." Because yeah, I thought it was, you know, apes take over Earth, whatever.
Yeah.
Like all that shit was so good. Like the walking in the desert, they're just trying to fucking survive and shit. I was like, all right, this is good. This is good. And then the human showed up, and the monkey showed up, and I was just like, they're just people. I don't know. It was just weird. They could just speak English. They could just write normal as fuck. I just did not buy that. And I suspend my disbelief very easily with movies, but that was just so annoying to me. I don't know why. But I don't know. I don't even know what to fucking say, dude. This cat is distracting me, dude.
Your cat is freaking out in the background right now, Taryn. She is on the prowl. She's in hunter mode right now.
You good?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, the music was good. The world building was honestly really good. Like you were saying, like just the set design and all this stuff like that. The monkey mask, I was so surprised. I was like, this is like in pictures, I'm like, this is dumb as fuck. But like the eyes and stuff were very fucking good, I thought.
It worked. Yeah.
Shit, man. I don't even know what to fucking say.
Grinch-esque.
Yeah, I don't know. The ending, I find like halfway through, maybe I realized like, oh, that's why the Statue of Liberty is on these posters. Like I realized what was happening, so I was just like, all right, fucking show it. It's like the literal last minute of the movie. That kiss, all the fighting, like it's so slow. And I'm just like, there could have been at least like 10 minutes trimmed just from dead scenes of people walking and stuff, dude. I was like, fuck, man, like 2 hours. I just was not in it. I was not fucking in it. I don't know. I don't even know what else to say. I feel like I had a lot to say and I don't know what to say. But it's not as negative as I thought it would be from what I'm saying. Ugh.
Where are you sitting with it?
Anything else? No, I don't know. It's like a 6. I hated watching it, but there's cool ideas in it, and I understand why it's important. As a summary, I guess.
All right. 6 from Taryn. Jay, take us
Slow,
home.
dude. Slow hurts me a little bit. Adrian and James both said it. You know, going into it with an idea of what it might be, and then being pleasantly surprised by what it actually is. I think was very big in my rating. James, you said something in your review that made me think, and I had to like write it down and then like respond to it in my notes. The intro where he's saying like, I hope whatever, wherever you are, whenever you are, things are better for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's like, maybe it's foreshadowing, like you said, yeah, but like it's also like directly just speaking to the audience, like
a message to us today.
Yeah, the author had seen both world wars. The director had seen World War II. So like for them to very much directly commentate on like, if y'all keep going the way you're going, like shit is
going
not
through
gonna
the
work
Cold
out.
War, going through the Cold War, yeah.
Like having those experiences and then responding to them directly in the movie it's interesting. And not only that, but like telling people who are watching, like, I hope this is better for you. I feel like that's pretty powerful, and it's probably overlooked. And even though we can relate to it today, I'm sure it had a much bigger impact in the 60s. And yeah, I mean, and that I think can be said for the movie as a whole. Like, it talks about a lot of things that I wasn't fucking expecting. Like, The Thing is a fucking cool movie, and it's very like sci-fi, but it doesn't really hit on like these real like world problems that occur. It's just a different like way of having to like formulate the message around this like genre. Like, okay, how can we tell this story or whatever. And so that was cool. I was pleasantly surprised. It was quote unquote woke, if you will. I think that the music was cool. The production design was amazing. I mean, the town was sick. Like the rooms were cool, all the labs and shit. But it wasn't like over the top. I feel like if whoever said that the director wanted like more futuristic places, if they did that, it would have been worse. Like it just wouldn't have been as good.
Huh.
But yeah, I think for me it was a pleasant surprise. And for that, I gotta go with like a 8.7.
Whoa, Jesus Christ.
8.7 out of J. Well, that
Yeah.
collectively brings us to a 7.75. Not quite in the apes and the eights, but
My bad.
I think we could still all agree that this is a movie that we're happy that we watched, like that we probably wouldn't have watched for the, if it wasn't for the show. Taryn, come on.
No.
I had better shit.
I'll say
Post.
yeah.
Better
Um,
shit to do, like, okay.
I had to catch my Winter Soldier, bro. Falcon Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
I
He's
knew.
gonna
I
love
was,
the
I was
fucking
waiting
James
for that.
Franco bullshit. I
Uh-huh.
love it so much.
Okay, no. The one thing I wanted to point out that I fucking forgot about is what you were talking about, James, where they go forward in fucking time and everything is gone and they're like freaking out, but this guy's not freaking out. I would have fucking lost my mind. That's all I wanted to say. That
You're
shit
not
blows
cool
my
as a
fucking mind.
cucumber, dude.
No, I'm
That's
not. Not close at all.
You're not
Dude,
smoking
such
up
a great line
stove.
where such a great
Been
line
ready
where
to
he was
clap
just like,
ape cheeks, homie.
a
Would
great
you?
line where he
I
was just
mean-
like, "Oh my god, that girl was dead," and he was just like, "She's been dead for like a year. It seems a little late for a wake." I was like, "This
Yeah.
guy,
Yeah, it's
okay,
crazy,
alright,
dude.
let's
That
do
shit was
this."
so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we rated a 7.75. We'd love to know what you guys think. Find all of our socials at filmfumblers.com. We are doing Ape-ril, Ape movies for April. Next week, are we doing?
I
Mortal
forgot.
Kombat.
No, it's
Is it
2
Mortal
weeks.
Kombat?
That's 2
No,
weeks.
Mortal Kombat is delayed, so I
Oh.
think it's Rampage.
Yeah.
We're doing
Rampage
Rampage
next
next
week?
week. Yeah. So
Okay.
tune in for Rampage. We will be doing that April 17th. Is it? Yeah, April 17th. Yeah. Hit us up on all of our socials. filmfumblers.com. We'll see you guys next week. Cheers, everyone. Take care.
Cheers.
Cheers.